Back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys are having another great, exceptional day. It's Thursday, one more day before the weekend. So I'm always happy about that. And I'm going to my high school reunion this weekend. So that should be interesting all at the same time. See some people that I have not seen in 20 years. My 20-year high school reunion. So I think I might make a video about that because I always said to myself, I'm not going to do it. But, hey, why not? Let me give it a shot. Okay. So today's word of the day is pecking order. It stands for a hierarchy among a group as of people, classes, and nations and whatnot. And I believe in the pecking order in various different aspects because I always say this, and a lot of people agree, a lot of people don't agree, and that's cool. But a lot of people don't understand that in America, regardless of sitting in the White House, governor's house, mayor's house, county board of supervisors, whatever the case may be, everything is operated as a corporation. And if you don't conduct yourself in that manner, you put yourself in more and more of a position to lose. That's just what it is at the end of the day. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't want to accept that. It is what it is. Everything, from families to friendships to relationships to a job to owning your own company, everything needs to be looked at as an investment and a business decision, regardless. Some investments are good. Some investments are bad. We've all had good people in our lives. We've all had bad people in our lives. And the thing is, it's like, life can be like a stock. You could see that it's low, but if it has a potential to go high, then maybe you want to buy low and then hold on to it for a long term or sell high. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, and people can be like that at the same time. It's like you have good people in your life that you're going to hold on to for a lifetime. You have certain people in your life that you're only going to deal with for a certain amount of period of time or whatnot. We've all had those office friends, but then once we leave the job, then we don't really keep in contact with them anymore. They might be on our social, thanks to social media, you might keep in contact with them via social media. But as far as being able to get together and, just to hang out, have dinner, or grab a drink or see a movie or go to a show together, that's 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen and whatnot. So I look at that as, in a sense, like a short-term stock and whatnot. And when it comes to the pecking order, regardless of, if you're in your house, there's going to be an order, especially if you have a family or who's in charge, who's making the rules. Are you doing it? Obviously, especially the married couples, certain decisions are going to be made from a couple's perspective and one individualistic perspective, and then go from there. But they all, you go to a job, there's a pecking order. You own a company, there's a pecking order. You have to have order because without order, there's chaos. It is what it is, all right? Today's quote of the day, I've said this one before, but it's one of my favorite quotes. It's by Alejandro Jodorowsky. He stated, "Birds born in a cage think flying is an illness." And so many people were born in a cage, but they don't realize that they have this incredible ability to fly. And they usually don't realize that until they're born. But what if people, when they're born, they're told on a regular basis? It's like, great example, Damon Johns, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. All these people have let their children know that they were not born in a cage, that they were actually born free from an economic perspective, and the world is the oyster. They're still going to have to work hard, but same thing with Jeff Bezos, but they're not going to have to work hard like your average working person that starts off with nothing. So it's the same thing when working people have 529 plans, have a different plan for their kids, an investment plan that they go into, like an individual retirement account, and they start contributing to that plan from a monthly basis or a weekly basis, whatever have you, until the child turns 18, 21, and then they've created a nest egg, life insurance plans, buying real estate, possibly even having a business for a child and whatnot, when they're known that they're born into that sort of greatness, outside of just being born to a great family, outside of having a great last name or whatnot, but being born to that, inside to that economic greatness, then there's so many things that can happen from a great freaking level. And then it does it make the playing field fair? No, but then it cuts out a lot of the nonsense, especially when you're given that family education, as I like to call it. You get the school education, but then you get the family education, so you know how to operate in different worlds, whether you want to pursue a job, whether you want to take over the family business, own your own company. I remember working with a young lady at a previous employer, and her family actually was very big in the trucking business and furniture business, but she always wanted to get a job in corporate America doing HR work. She loved being able to help hire people. She loved training and things of that nature. But I remember one time in a meeting, somebody got real snarky with her, because they tried to say, well, I make more money than you. She said, yeah, and according to this job, you make more money than me. But unlike you, I don't have a car note, I don't have student loans, and I don't have rent to pay or mortgage to pay and whatnot, because all that was inherited to me. And the whole room got silent, because if anybody who's ever had a job, most times people are not going to talk like that, and I actually thought she was going to get fired after she said that. But, the guy actually said, you know what, I can respect that. And he took it as a man, and he's like, hey, he said to the young lady, I'm not going to mention her name, I can respect that. And 2 years later, she ended up getting another job, and she actually ended up having her own staffing company. And that was, and because she got to get the experience from corporate America, and even though she did not want to be in the family business, she even said, like, yeah, the deal was graduate from college and whatnot, do whatever you want, but we're going to get, she was given a townhouse and whatnot in near the city. It was in Alexandria, Virginia. It was inherited to her and whatnot, one of the many properties that her family owned. And, she was given a car for her birthday, so didn't have student loans, didn't have any children. So a lot of these economic things that can suck the life out of you economically, she didn't have to worry about that. And she could always get a job working at the family business. She had that to fall back on, but she loved being in the staffing industry so much. And now she's flourishing because she got to learn the job in the industry through corporate America. And then she created her own and got her own contacts and started getting her own contracts with different clients that she used to have at the previous firms that she worked at. And then she was able to build more relationships and get new clients with her staffing company. So that is the beautiful thing of when you're born free, when you know that you have don't have as many barriers to face like most working people have to face when they get out into the work world, because especially with the 1975 mindset of get a job, go to college, and everything should work itself out. We know, most people know we don't live in that world anymore, but some people still need to get a wake-up call when it comes to that. So on that note, do the great 3 things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully you guys have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves, or you're going to live broke like a fool. Take care.